is Doug Wead, a senior advisor to the Ron Paul campaign. Doug, it's a pleasure. Welcome here.
Thank you, Judge. You're a hero to me. It's great to be with you.
You're very kind. Thanks for joining us, Doug. Tell me why it is that the TSA has this kind of authority and why we, like sheep, let them do this to us.
Because we're afraid and because we're innocent. I had someone in line, I overheard a conversation, a lady who was saying, "This is disgusting," and she was really upset by it. The guy next to her said, what does it matter if you're innocent? This is a very naive concept. Jesus was innocent. Gandhi was innocent. That doesn't mean anything. You know, the Cardinal Richelieu, hundreds of years ago, has a very famous quote. Cardinal Richelieu says, "Give me 5 lines written by any man, and I can have him hung as a criminal." He's making the point that when the government focuses on someone, if it has just enough evidence, it can prosecute them whether they're innocent or guilty. And that's what the U.S. Constitution is all about. That's what the Bill of Rights is all about. Just because you're innocent doesn't mean that you could end up in a gulag somewhere. It happens all the time. Well, and you have to have rights, and those rights have to be vigilantly protected, or this whole society we've built collapses.
It used to be that conservative Republicans were defenders of the Constitution and defenders of individual liberty and fearful of big government. Of course, as we know, it was under the administration of President George W. Bush that things like the Department of Homeland Security, the TSA, the Patriot Act, all these warrantless searches, all these unlawful detentions came about. Have we begun to accept this as a normal part of America, or will the pushback by candidate Ron Paul and Senator Rand Paul and the type of discussions that we are now having, and the many people watching us and no doubt agreeing with us, is that likely to have an effect on this?
Yeah, it's an ongoing debate, and there's no real answer to that question yet. Your show is one of the few places where it's even discussed. We're seeing our Constitution disappear without even a discussion, except on Freedom Watch. And it's not a Democrat or a Republican thing or a left or a right thing. You'll remember a number of years ago that Ted Kennedy's name was on a terrorist list.
Right,
He's a Democrat. So Rand Paul, it's heartbreaking when if a United States senator is treated like this. It's very discouraging for the rest of us. We voted for him. He's our representative. We chose him. We didn't vote for the TSA. And to see him helpless in their hands is very discouraging.
Switching gears, Doug, and I want to talk to you in your capacity as a senior advisor to Congressman Ron Paul. Does he have a path to the nomination? And if he does, explain it to us.
Well, it's delegates. There are more than 2,000 delegates to the Republican National Convention. Less than 50 of them have been chosen. And until that is mathematically certain, yes, he has a path. It's very complicated. There are 4 candidates now. And normally it doesn't happen. There's no brokered convention in modern days because the delegates are not as bound to their candidates as they were in the past, and they tend to stampede when one gets in the lead. But we now are going very deep into this contest without a clear winner. So Ron Paul will be a player, and he will have influence. And there is no path to the nomination or the presidency without Ron Paul, without his young people, without the independence he brings, without the Hispanics. I don't know if you saw this last poll, Judge, but it's pretty remarkable. 50% of the Hispanics in Florida in the Republican Party support Ron Paul. So he's bringing new people, freedom-loving people into the Republican Party. There's no path to the White House without him, for sure.
Doug Wead, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Judge.
This much is certain: there will be no